team match coming up here. The A-team. The A-team. And they'll be in the ring against none other than Mike Edwards. Mike Edwards and vicious Vern Siebert together as a tag team. The Atomic Kid and the Frog getting set to go. These are two of the smaller wrestlers that you see in the world today, but don't ever think that matters. And they're going up against some pretty big guys like Mike Edwards, 270 pounds of Mike Edwards, and vicious Vern Siebert. That should be quite a match. The big guys and the little guys, as it were. But, of course, Fat Fuzzy Sayers is managing Vern Siebert and Mike Edwards. And Vern Siebert getting tackled beautifully. Getting tackled and having a problem handling that. Across the ring the other way. Vern Siebert back and what? And tried the arm drag on him. Did not work. And finally gets it in there. Buddy Wayne, the one thing about Buddy Wayne is if it doesn't work the first time, he'll get him the second time. And all of a sudden, I have a masked wrestler sitting next to me here on All-Star Wrestling, and I have no idea why. Who are you?
Let me tell you something, Ed Carl. I was going to come out here and I was going to brag on you because I've heard about you, Ed Carl. I heard you was one of the greatest announcers in the sport of professional wrestling.
Well, you probably heard a lot of lies, but go ahead.
Are you saying you had never heard of the Grappler?
It's the Grappler. That's who it is. I didn't recognize you. You got a different mask on there.
Ed Carl, I'm the Northwest Heavyweight Champion. If you ask any wrestling fan in wrestling knows anything about the sport of professional wrestling, they'll know the Grappler. Well,
I know the Grappler, too, but I didn't recognize the Grappler sneaking in here in his tracksuit. But looking at that mask, you can sort of figure out who it is if you look at it. And I don't know whether it's nice to have you here or not. I'm not too sure what you're here for.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm here for right now for those people in Seattle and Tacoma area. Mother's Day extravaganza, May 8th, in the Seattle Center. And I'm going to face Kurt Hennig for the World AWA title. It's a big extravaganza. Matt Bourne's going to be on the card. Tony Zink's going to be on the card. The Assassin's going to be in a coal miner's glove match with a Playboy Buddy Rose. Like I'm saying, what I'm going to do on May 8th in the extravaganza, Mother's Day extravaganza, Ed Carl, I'm going to make my mama happy because I'm going to bring the AWA World Heavyweight title home.
That sounds like, where's that happening? You want to say that one more time?
May 8th, Mother's Day extravaganza in the Seattle Center.
It's going to be quite a match. Speaking of quite a match, if we look up into the ring here, we have Vern Siebert. Of course, now that he's kind of got Buddy worn down a little bit, brings in Mike Edwards, and look at Mike Edwards get that arm out there. I don't know how a guy like that.
There's another reason I'm here tonight for this television show, and I'll tell you, I'm out here looking at all this talent in the UWA, and you know, if I win that AWA World Heavyweight title, I might bring it right here to the Universal Wrestling Alliance and put it on the line against the best talent they got.
Get in here, so there'll be an AWA belt coming into the UWA arena.
That's right, I'll put it right on the line against the best man they got. I'll be the World Heavyweight Champion. If anybody can step in the ring with the Grappler.
Well, I can tell you, I've
take
watched
me for a fall, brother. I ain't seen the man yet.
I've watched the Grappler wrestle, and I know that, well, I know where you come from, and I know what you're saying, but you know, there are some pretty good wrestlers right here in the UWA as well.
Well, let me tell you something, Ed Carl. I give credit where credit's due. I don't sell nobody short. But I don't give no quarters, and I don't ask for none. Like I've said 1,000 times, they got a name for you when you're the greatest wrestler in wrestling today. They don't call you a great wrestler, they call you the Grappler. And that's why I call myself the Grappler, the Northwest Heavyweight Champion.
I can tell you, that's going to be quite a match to see, and I'm kind of glad you're around here today because things have been getting a little out of control here at All-Star Wrestling.
You know, one fella, I was listening to start the show, one guy I kind of took a liking to is Paul Ranello. The blonde-headed kid, I really took a liking to that guy. He's got a great mind on him. I respect that man.
Good grief. The next thing I've got to ask you for is a management contract.
What's that?
I said the next thing he's going to ask you for is a management contract.
Well, you know, the way he talks out here and handles himself, I appreciate that. I appreciate a man with a good mind. You never know what can happen. Anything can be in the working. You never know, Ed Carl.
Good grief, I can't believe it. But however, stranger things have happened. I'm looking into the ring right now. It looks like the Frog has got himself a little bit of a problem with Vern Siebert. As Siebert trying to work a submission on the Frog, and I don't think that's going to work. As Frog gets an elbow in there, breaks clear of that.
Let me ask you something. What I want to know, Ed Carl, is where's the guy get off calling himself a frog?
Well, I can't answer that question, to be honest with you, because I really don't know where he came from either. Matter of fact, all I can tell you about the Frog is that, and that's what he calls himself, the Frog.
I'll tell you what I used to do to frogs when I was a kid.
I don't know if I want to hear this.
Let's not say that on television.
Yeah, please don't say that. No, I don't want to hear what you did with frogs. But you know, if the grappler is that great and he wants to come out here, you should see whether you can get a match against the Frog.
Well, I'll tell you something, Ed Carl. To start off with, that's the matchmaker's decision, not yours. Because you know what you are in my eyes? You're just like that ring post or that rope or that mat. You're a prop to interview the stars in professional wrestling, and I happen to be a star. And when I step out here, you interview me with respect.
Gosh, I'm sorry. Am I losing a little respect again? Son of a gun, I keep doing that.
Yeah, you keep those sly remarks up, Ed Carl. You're a real funny man, but I've never seen you in a pair of wrestling boots or wrestling tights.
No,
so I don't respect you one ounce. You're exactly right.
I don't think I'm going to get in there either. I guarantee you that. But you know, I'm enjoying this Buddy Wayne. This little guy, Buddy Wayne, look at him go to work on big Mike Edwards. Just about had it. Got a 2 count.
Ed Carl, you ever heard the expression using somebody's head for a mop and their butt for a broom? Well, if you ever stepped in the ring, that's exactly what happened to you.
That's one of the reasons why I'm never going to step in the ring. I know my place. I'll just stay behind the microphone here, and I'll let you get in the ring. Whoa, look at that double teaming. Has the A-team go to work on Mike Edwards.
You count on that.
That is good night, I am sure. That's it, 1, 2, 3, and it's game over.
I just want to tell the people one more time in the Seattle-Tacoma area, May 8th, Mother's Day extravaganza. The grappler will be there against Curt Hennig for the AWA World Heavyweight title. Playboy Buddy Rose will be there. Tommy St. Matt.